What's up, everybody? It's your boy Joey Work from Run Pure Bets, and I'm back by myself here, but we got a little between the seams action going for tomorrow's card, and that is Thursday, August 27th. So let's just start it up here. Let's start. Keep this. I know I had a rough one tonight. We had the Orioles over in that game, over 9, and they went 2 for 29 with runners in scoring position. Really upsetting. They had so many guys on, both teams, Tampa Bay and Orioles had so many guys on, just couldn't get the job done. But hey, those games come and go. I'm 20 and 13 overall, plus over 5 units on the year. So let's just keep this going, all right? So there's a lot of games postponed tonight that are going to be played tomorrow. So the first game on the slate is Mariners San Diego. Tijuana Walker versus Dinelson Lamet. Tijuana Walker has pitched well as of recent. Last 2 starts, he gave up in 13 innings, only 3 earned runs. He has 13 Ks. Previously, he struggled against the Angels in Houston, but he also had a good start in there against Oakland. So this is a guy that I think is going to get slowly get better. He has good stuff. He's always had good stuff. He just had sometimes control issues. Other times, mainly control issues. But first, this San Diego offense, it's going to might be a rough start for him. San Diego was on I think it went on a 7-game win streak until they lost last night. And they got Lamet going for him, who's been their best pitcher, no questions about it. He's pitched 33 in the 3rd innings, 7 earned runs total, 45 Ks. This guy has been really, really good. The number I'm hanging here, see, I don't have a number before this game yet because it's a holdover from tonight. But I would lean San Diego first 5, but no official play for me here. We'll go to the next one is the Cardinals versus Pittsburgh. We got Chad Kuhl versus Kwang Hyun Kim. So Kuhl's a sneaky good pitcher. I like him. He's a guy I like to back in first 5s, and I backed him a couple different times this year. He goes against the best pitcher in KBO last year. He won the award for best pitcher in KBO, Kwang Hyun Kim. This is his 3rd start of the year versus obviously a poor Pirates offense. Last time out, he pitched 6 scoreless, allowing 3 hits, striking out 3 to get a win over the Reds. I definitely lean first 5 under here. And let me see the number I can pull up real fast. Pittsburgh, I don't have a number. But if they're hanging a 5 at like minus 120, minus 130, I'll definitely be on that. Even probably 4.5. If I get 4.5, probably a little plus money, I'll probably be on that as well. Maybe even at even money. But that's a lean there I got. Okay, so the next one now we have Kershaw versus Gausman. This must be the double. They're probably playing a doubleheader tomorrow as well because their game was canceled. I'm going to wait and see on this one. Obviously, Kershaw and the Dodgers probably be minus 200 favorites, and that's not something I'm really looking to back at that price. Obviously, they've been smashing, and they've been winning a lot of games, but at that price, I'm not going to back them, especially San Francisco Giants, man. Hottest team in baseball right now is off a 7-game winning streak. Bats are coming around. The pitching hasn't been terrible. Gausman is the gas can. He's pitched decent this year. He has good stuff as well. If he can miss bats against this LA Dodgers offense, is that someone I want to back? Probably not. So as of right now, I'm off this one. Next game we got is Cincinnati and Milwaukee, another game that was postponed today. Hopefully they play tomorrow. Sonny Gray, 4-1 on the year, looked really, really good versus Adrian Hauser, who's also looked pretty good, 1-2, 3.72 ERA. For here, both these offenses have really struggled. The Reds are in bottom 5 in on-base percentage and batting average. I'll definitely lean under here as well, first 5. I know today I'm pretty sure they were hanging a 4.5 at this line, so that's not a bad look, but I have to wait until they re-release the number for tomorrow. So next game I got here is Rockies versus Arizona, Freeland versus Gallen. I think Gallen needs to go. He has the record for most starts without giving up 3 earned runs, and I'm pretty sure he ties the record tomorrow if that happens. So obviously you got to root for a guy like that. He's pitched pretty good this year. He has no official wins or losses, but he's 2.25 in 4 starts. And then we got Kyle Freeland, who looks like a brand new pitcher this year. 2-1, 2.87 ERA, and he's pitching on the road here in Arizona. So he's had a lot of home road splits as well. Obviously, it's hard pitching in Coors. He got sent down last year. Now he's back here, and he looks good. So I'm seeing Arizona minus 165. That is not a team I want to back. Minus 165 here. They're on a losing streak. I think they beat Colorado game 1. They lost game 2. Before that, they were on at least a 3-game losing streak. So, their bats have pretty much gone silent here. Freeland, at the price, let me see the money line I can get here. So we got Colorado plus 150. Yeah, Colorado plus 150 is probably a spot I like to back here. I'll take Freeland, and Colorado's bats have been much better than Arizona's to this point. I know Zach Gallen is going to be good, but hopefully Freeland can match his pace, and then we get to the bullpen, because the Diamondbacks bullpen has been used a lot this series. The last 2 games I've known, they've been used a lot, and they're not very good. So if we can get to the bullpen, potentially, Gallen pitches 5-6 innings, and we're in an even game. I like my chance. I'll definitely take Colorado's bullpen over Arizona, and plus 150. I like the number there. So next game I have on the slate, Oakland, Texas. We got Chris Bassett versus Jordan Lyles. Bassett, this should be a good bounce back spot here for Bassett. He has a 2.97 ERA, 1.08 WHIP, 28 Ks, 9 walks through 33 innings. He's pitched really good. This is the first time facing this weak Rangers offense. Lyles, I read that Texas manager Chris Woodward thinks he's tipping his pitches. I think he just sucks. This guy has a career 5.21 ERA. He's tipping his pitches? Come on, man. But I get it. You're backing your pitcher. It is what it is. This guy, he's been terrible this year. He gave up first start 3 runs, second start 4 earned, third start 6 earned, last start 8 earned runs. Every start, he progressively gave up more runs. I mean, can he give up more than 8 this start? I mean, that's asking a lot, but 24 innings, he has a 9.24 ERA, 8 total Ks. Oakland has to be a spot I'm backing here. I see the minus 175 for full game money line for first 5. See, I don't have a line for first 5 yet, but I'll definitely probably be looking to back Oakland first 5. I'll give the half run. Oakland first 5, mine the half run. If I get that at minus 130, I'm all over it. All right, so next one I got is Philly versus Washington. Spencer Howard versus Max Scherzer. Spencer Howard, highly touted prospect. He struggled this year so far. 11 2/3 innings, 6.17 ERA, 2.06 WHIP, 11 Ks. He's striking out about a person an inning. He hasn't made it to the 5th inning, which is kind of scary. Max, he's pitched okay. He's also struggled at times. He gave up the last time out, he gave up 4 earned versus Miami. Time before that, he gave up 5 earned versus Baltimore, who aren't exactly the best teams in the league. Otherwise, he's pitched well. Gene Segura is really the only one on the Phillies that has any success versus Max. But at minus 200, I cannot justify taking the Nationals. The Nationals offense has been spotty at times. I am seeing a first 5 line total of 5, and you can get that at minus 105. So, I think Howard could potentially shut down Washington for 4 innings. Get an inning. I know the Phillies bullpen is really bad. Giving me an inning of the Phillies bullpen. If we can get 4 from Howard, get an inning of the Phillies bullpen, I like my chances of keeping that under 5. Scherzer should bounce back here, especially versus a Phillies team who doesn't really hit good against him. So I lean first 5 under here. Next one on the slate, we got Boston versus Toronto. Mazza versus Rue. Wow, Rue, man. How about him? After the first 2 starts, he had rough ones. He's pitched really, really good his last 4 starts. He gave up 1 earned run max. Three starts he gave up 1 start he gave up 0. He has 24 Ks in 22 innings and only 2 walks in those 4 starts. This will also be the first time that Boston has seen him this year. Mazza has been recalled, and he's appeared in 2 games this year. He only pitched 5 2/3 innings. He's allowed 4 runs, 9 hits. He has 7 Ks and 3 walks. I mean, this is essentially, he's going to pitch about 2 innings, 3 innings maybe. This is essentially another bullpen game for Boston. And as we know, Boston's bullpen is second worst behind Philly. So I got to go, Toronto full game, and they're laying, I think it's minus 180-ish. I'm seeing here. Toronto minus 160. You can find the best place minus 160, but then it's all the way up to minus 180. So that's not really. I'll definitely take Rue and Toronto first 5 minus a half because we're going to get about 2 innings out of Mazza, maybe 3 at most, and then we're already going to go to the bullpen. I'll take my chances. Rue has pitched at least 5 innings in his last 4 starts. It's gave up 1 earned run max, as I mentioned before. So I'll definitely take my chances on Toronto first 5. That might be my play of the day tomorrow, but that'll be definitely something I'm going to bet. Now we go to Baltimore, Tampa Bay. John Means versus Ryan Yarbrough. So after the hot start from this Baltimore offense, they've really struggled recently. John Means was the best pitcher from Baltimore last year, and he also has struggled this year. He's only pitched 10 2/3 innings in 4 starts, gave up more than a run an inning. He's one start. He only got 1 out before they took him out. Yarbrough is another guy who pitched really well last year. He struggled this year. To start this year, but Tampa is in the top 5 in on-base percentage and slugging. I know tonight they got multiple guys on, just couldn't get runners in scoring position, couldn't get it done. But, I'm definitely here. I think Means, he had his best start of the year last start. He gave up 2 earned runs technically, but he didn't actually give up the runs. He got taken out. The bullpen came in. The bullpen gave up the runs for him. So you take that as you see it. But he was his best start of the year. But this also Tampa Bay's first time seeing him here. I got to take Tampa Bay here. I'll probably take, Tampa full game. The line's probably steep here. Yeah, minus 178 up to minus 180, almost at 190 in spots. So I'm not going to take that, but I'll definitely take Tampa first 5 again. I'll lay the half run for first 5 again for Tampa here because I think Means is another regression candidate, and I think Tampa has a little something to prove after the ugly performance they had tonight. Now, next game we got is Miami versus the Mets. Sixto Sanchez, Robert Gsellman here. Oh, man, the Mets are bad, aren't they? Holy shit. They just lost a doubleheader to the Marlins where they scored 0 runs. Like, they've been playing really, really bad. But if you look at their numbers, it's pretty funny because they're in the top they have the second best batting average in baseball and the best on base percentage. So, like they're destined to score some runs here. Gsellman hasn't pitched since August 17th versus the same Miami Marlins team. He only pitched 1 1/3. They said he's building up his pitch count. Essentially, this is a bullpen game for the Mets. The pen has been decent. They got middle of the road numbers here. They do have a good advanced numbers, xFIP and FIP. Sixto Sanchez, second start of the year after going 5 innings versus Washington. He gave up 3 earned with 4 Ks. I do expect the Mets to score some runs here. I think the best way to go about this would be probably take the Mets full game. I'm not seeing a number here because just in case Gsellman gives up some runs to start the game. Yeah, I don't have any odds on here, but just in case Gsellman gives up some runs to start the game, hopefully we get into the Marlins pen, which has been decent as well. But the Mets bats, they haven't scored runs, but they're getting on base, and they have a good batting average. So eventually this is going to break out, and I'll take my chances with the Mets over the Marlins here. So I'll lean Mets full game here. The next one we got is Minnesota-Detroit. Randy Drubnik versus Matt Boyd. Randy Drubnik, how about him? Former Uber driver, 5-1 this year, 1.78 ERA. God damn. He's really limited his hard hit rate, and obviously it's shown. This will be the first time Detroit sees him, so that's a thing in his favor. Matt Boyd, who we thought was the best pitcher for Detroit, I think he's been surpassed by Turnbull, but he had his best start of the year last time. He exited the game. The bullpen made him pay afterwards. They gave up a couple runs to his credit, but this is also the first time the Twins teams will see him. This could be a recipe for disaster, essentially. Detroit is in the bottom 5 in on-base percentage and batting average. This is just bodes better for Drubnik here. My lean here is Minnesota team total over and Minnesota first 5 minus a half. Boyd has had a lot of trouble with his walks this year, and I potentially see that happening here, especially versus this dog lineup in Minnesota. So I'll definitely lean Minnesota team total over and first 5 minus a half. And the last game I have here is Wade Miley versus Josh Lindblau. So this is going to be the second of the doubleheader. Wade Miley is just a guy I'm not going to back. And Lindblau from the KBO, you know, he struggled so far this year. He's a guy that I personally like. He doesn't do anything special, even when you watch him. He has no overpowering stuff. Doesn't strike out many guys. I just think he's better than the numbers have sufficed this year. He's 101, 6.65 ERA. Both these lineups have struggled again. I'll take Milwaukee though. I definitely lean Milwaukee in that one, but I'll probably be off that game. I know I missed one game, which was this Pittsburgh-St. Louis, Cody Ponce versus Joan Anavedo. So Anavedo, this will be his second start after his major league debut against the Cubs. He struck out 4, allowing 2 runs over 5 innings with a no decision. So he pitched pretty well. He had 2 walks in that performance. But, you know, the Cubs have struggled a lot in batting recently. But against a Pittsburgh team, this will probably be a good start for him. You know, Pittsburgh is, cannot hit the ball. They've got 7-19. I think they're the worst record in baseball right now. So when they're pitching Cody Ponce, this is he's getting called up from the alternate site. He was basically he's a 26-year-old. This will be his third appearance. I'm sorry, he pitched 1 out in a game. And then he pitched 3 innings his last time out against Minnesota. He gave up 2 home runs in those 3 innings. So against going here against the Cardinals, I mean, the Cardinals bats are nothing special, but I'll take my chances with the Cardinals. So there's no official pick on this game, but I lean Cardinals. And I think that's about wraps it up for today. I went through every game. I did. Yep. Okay. So there's a couple double headers in there and whatnot. But guys, thanks for checking this out. You know, hopefully get some money, follow the leans, and let's keep this up. You know, everything follow us all on Twitter. Follow Run Pure Bets on Twitter. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to us on Twitter. Subscribe to us on YouTube as well. So every time when we do one of these videos, you get and hit the notification. So you get a notification. So hey, you're up on it. And we're already set for tomorrow's slate, you know. So good luck to everybody. Wish everybody the best, and let's keep rolling here. See you tomorrow. Peace.